You're a fraud. No one likes you. You're incompetent. You should be so ashamed. How could you have made such a dumb mistake? Most of us would never say these things to another person, yet these are common instances of things we say to ourselves. These insidious thoughts and others like them cross our minds every single day, and they have one thing in common. They're all based on fear. Your fears, to be precise. We're all balanced between two powerful forces, the positive and the negative. Kabbalah teaches that the positive force draws us towards transforming our nature. The negative side has us act in ways that feed our ego and fulfill our desire for instant gratification. Both of these forces are significant for our spiritual development. While the positive force is the self-evident, the negative force gives us the opportunity to choose the direction of our lives at every moment. The positive is our inherent perfection, and the negative presents the challenges that help us to bring perfection into the world. From this Kabbalistic perspective, illogical fears come from the negative side to make us upset, depressed, and to create obstacles on our path. Whether big or small, the fear manifests for all of us in different ways. To experience fear is to be human. We fear heights, spiders, clowns, elevators, public speaking. We also fear failure, rejection, injury, loss of control, loss of income, loss of a loved one. There is almost no end to the things that people fear. However, there is only one thing that you need to know about fear, and it's this. Fear only exists to hold you back. That's it. Every one of us was born with a unique purpose that we're here in this world to fulfill. And the number one reason that we aren't all living fully passionate, purposeful lives is fear. I encourage you to challenge your fears, because when it comes to fear, our goal shouldn't be to learn to cope with it or subjugate it, but instead to eradicate it. Let's drag fear out into the light and take a close look, sometimes frightening look, at what we're most afraid of. Which brings me to an important point. Fear is not always harmful. Fear is what keeps us safe from burning ourselves, safe from falling off tall objects, and even gives us the chills to warn us that something dangerous may be happening that we cannot see. The fears I'm discussing today are the ones that hold us back, not the ones that keep us from injury or harm. Because I've experienced an elevator phobia and overcame it, I'll use myself as an example of how to challenge fear. In the face of having to ride an elevator, this is my most elaborate version of this fear. I'll get stuck in an elevator on the 48th floor. There's no cell reception. My anxiety will cause my mouth to dry. I'll be stuck for hours without any water. The air will be thick. I won't be able to breathe. And it's a long holiday weekend, so chances are I won't be found until Tuesday. Oh, and of course, the lights just went out. I told you it was elaborate. Now let's break down the fear and challenge it. Ask yourself, what around me currently contradicts this thought? It's a Wednesday, it's not a holiday weekend. The elevator seems new and it's running smoothly. I have a bottle of water in my bag. Ask yourself, is there an action you could take if this situation were to occur? Well, I could always call for assistance using the elevator's own alarm, and there's no indication that my cell phone won't work. Ask yourself, is this thought fear-based? Yes. There's no evidence that what I fear will come true, and all evidence is to the contrary. The power of this tool is that by asking the 3 questions, what may have once been an amorphous fear becomes clearer, and the more clearly we understand our fears, the more able we are to face them. Many people have a big dream. Perhaps it's starting their own company, writing a book, learning to fly a plane. Whatever it is, the bigger the dream, the bigger the fear of failure. Take a look at your dream. Now imagine that you never pursue it. Now stay with me on this. What does your life look like a month from now, 6 months from now, a year from now, if you let the fear of failure keep you from trying? Now imagine in the opposite direction. What does your life look like if you begin to pursue your dreams? What does your life look like a month from now, 6 months from now, a year from now? That's what a life without fear can look like. Know that you have the potential to be great, and the greatness entails a commitment to yourself to overcome fears and not to be overcome by them.